Classic rock album reviews coming right at you.
Schmack-em-a-gob, everybody. Hey, it's time for an album review, and this was donated by Omar Gutierrez, who wanted me to review Pink Floyd, The Final Cut. Now, before I get into the review, he also wants me to review Pink Floyd at Pompeii. Now, check it out, Omar. I know they're showing it in theaters. I don't know if they're going to be showing it because tomorrow it's impossible for me to go, and Monday too. So hopefully Tuesday I can find it playing in the theater. If not, next Friday, according to Amazon, I will be getting I ordered the Final Cut, you know, that one they're showing in the theater, the Blu-ray 4K, whatever. So I will have a review for Pink Floyd at Pompeii, but it's going to take a few days. But for now, I got a lot of donations, and Omar was the first one. So, you know, I'm going to put his now first, and then, you know, his other donation will be a little later. And so here we go. All right, before I get into the actual songs, this album I had when it first came out, and I didn't like it. I only liked, what was the song I liked off this? Not Now, John. That's the only thing I liked off this album. But this version here is a newer version that has When the Tigers Broke Free added to it. I'll get into that song when I get into the song, what that song means to the album for me. But I love this album now. I think it's incredible. And a lot of this could have fit on The Wall, which I consider the greatest album ever. And Pink Floyd's not even in my top 25 bands, you know? But still, The Wall is the greatest album ever made to me. So it's an album that grips my soul more than anything. And this album has a lot of songs that would fit right into that album. I don't know why I didn't get it the first time around, but maybe it has to do with When the Tigers Broke Free. Let's get into it. All right, that's enough. That's enough talking about the album. All right, it starts with the post-war, the post-war dream. And it's one of my favorite Roger Waters vocals on this song. It's unbelievable the way he sings toward the end. You know, when he's like, you know, shout, we shout, should we scream? The way he said scream. Fucking awesome. Justin's, you know, insane, his vocals. And such a morose and sad song, too. And it's a brave opener. Bands don't really open their albums with a song so, you know, sad and morose and kind of slow. And that's probably what got me the first time I heard the album. I was like, what is this? It doesn't start bombastic like in The Flesh, you know? Anyway, but it's great. It's a great song. All right, the next song is Your Possible Past. This one slightly picks up with an insanely great Gilmour guitar solo. I love David Gilmour when he does those solos. It's just damn right amazing. What a tune. And again, Roger's vocals on this song. It's awesome. All right, then after that, we got One of the Few. This is a very dark song. Roger sings, you know, this, and it just sinks into my soul, man. The way his voice just, you know, comes out. It's unbelievably awesome. All right, what's next? All right, When the Tigers Broke Free. You know, this is a song I'm used to because, you know, I have the movie, The Wall. I even saw the movie, The Wall, when it was brand new in the theater. Me and two friends skipped school and saw it. True story. There's a part I'm leaving out. But I'm just saying, we skipped school and we saw The Wall at the theater. You know, the later inclusion to this to this on the album makes like the whole album, you know, fit perfectly, you know. And this is like an all-time great tune. And again, it was added in the movie The Wall, and it makes sense in The Wall with those songs. Just amazing. Tigers Broke Free is the song that made me like this album. Listening to the context with this song in that part, which I love the hell out of that song, it was great. All right, next, The Hero's Return. This sounds like part of The Wall, you know? You know, it's not like a sequel. This is like, you know, part of the album. You know, it makes me like this album so much more. It's got the total Wall vibe. And, you know, be my least favorite song on The Wall, if this was included on The Wall, but still, it's still a great song. All right, next, The Gunner's Dream. Now this one is hard to take this track today. You know, I listen to the song and it conjures up, you know, my father who passed away like 6 months ago, and you know, we never get over it, and it's still fresh. It still hurts, and hearing this, like, God, it makes it hurt more, you know. But man, I had my dad for 88 years. You know that? 88 years my dad was alive. Roger Waters lost his dad when he didn't even know his dad. He was a kid when he died. That's rough, man. That's probably why he's so wacky. All right. Yeah. Okay. And what's next? Paranoid Eyes. This is another song that could have been on The Wall. And it wouldn't be the worst song on it if it was added, you know? The more I hear this song, the more I think it's the best song on here. I don't think that quite yet. There's a song coming up that I think is the best song. But this one, man, sounds like it's a contender. All right, next. Get Your Filthy Hands Off My Dessert. It's short and whatever. Nothing to say there. Keep driving. The next song is The Fletcher Memorial Home. And I don't think anyone can evoke emotion like Roger does in his vocals. You know, his politics is one thing. I don't even pay attention. I don't want to talk about his politics. I don't care about his politics. I don't care what he eats for breakfast. I don't give a rat's ass about Roger Waters, except the music he created. That to me is a separate entity. All right? If you hate what, you know, Roger Waters politically and this and that, therefore you'll hate the music too, that's you. I'm different, okay? I can separate politics from songs. And even though these songs are political, it just hits a nerve where it's kind of like, you know, a lot of songs are double meanings to me. You know, I hear a song and for years I think it's about one thing, and then I find out later from the artist it's about something totally different. And that's how I feel about these songs. I'm not thinking of politics and none of that. I'm just thinking, man, sad thoughts and just amazing vocals and that guitar solo. Yeah, so that's, and again, on the Fletcher Memorial Home, Gilmore does such a masterful solo, you know? And the next song is called Southampton Dock. It's short, but a total masterpiece. This song also hits my soul. All right, next, The Final Cut. I believe this is about suicide. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not, but I think this is about suicide. You know, people that want to die are really, you know, it's true. I've known a few that committed suicide. Depression is a hell of a, you know, sickness, you know. I totally feel about it, but, you know, anybody that wants to die, they're screaming that they want to live. You know what I mean? And I wish everybody can realize that no matter how bad life is, man, live, you know? Live. If you're depressed, get on the phone with a hotline, you know? Hopefully you got some friends like me, you know, that tell you, man, everything's going to be okay. I know everything's messed up now. Man, 2024 was the worst year for me. The worst. I was in the hospital a couple times. My dad died. It was just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. It just wouldn't let up. There were other things that happened too that was just screwed up, man. But in 2025, yeah, I was in the hospital once, you know. But so far so good. Things are better now than they were in 2024, and I hope it stays that way, you know. Just no matter how bad life gets, man, it gets better. It comes back and gives you, you know, maybe not as good as it was, but better how it is now. Stay alive. Seriously, you'll be hurting so many people around you, your family members, your friends, you know. They'll be devastated by your death. So don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to hurt so many people. Stay alive. I promise you it'll get better. Is that a long enough explanation of this song? Good song. I dig it. All right, now the song I always liked, Not Now John, which is kind of like the heaviest song on here. And David belting it out, you know. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. And another amazing solo. Did I mention the solo in the final cut? That was awesome too. But yeah, amazing solo. Not Now John. All right, the last song is my favorite song on the album now. It might change. And that's Two Suns in the Sunset. And Roger takes me in this song down a road I can't make a U-turn. I can't stop. I don't want to stop. You know? This is a dark, deep song. You know? Even the saxophone is great on it. And I hate the saxophone. You know what I was listening to the other day? The album Prequel from Ghost. There's an instrumental on there where I love the saxophone on that too. All right. What else did I write here? Yeah, and no, that's it. That's all I wrote, you know. Two Suns in a Sunset. Awesome song. You know who can relate to Two Suns in the Sunset? Luke Skywalker. So Omar, thank you so much, man. I hope you enjoyed this review I did of Pink Floyd's Final Cut. The more I hear it, the more I love it. And I played it at least 2 times last month. So it's weird that you asked me to listen. So I listened to it again to take these notes. So I hope you enjoyed it, my friend. And Pink Floyd at Pompeii, for you, will be coming up. Just be a little patient. And everybody else, thank you all for watching. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.